My child, stop right now wherever you are. Do not scroll past this sacred encounter. Heaven has set an invisible clock for this exact second, and you have only a few precious moments to pay attention. You did not arrive here by accident today. My spirit drew you into this quiet space because you are standing at a dangerous crossroads. I am stepping directly into your path today because you are closer to a wrong turn than you realize. Exhaustion has been pushing you toward decisions made from weariness rather than faith. You are tempted to drop your hands and walk away from everything. But hear my voice above the noise of your world. Why lose what I have prepared for you? Why abandon the massive harvest that is standing directly on the other side of your endurance? Look closely at what you are about to do. You are standing at minute 89 of your longest trial. The adversary wants you to believe that nothing will ever change. He wants you to believe that my promises have failed you. That argument is a lie. Every single word of it is a counterfeit, designed to make you surrender right before the door swings wide open. I watched you in the quiet hours. Sleep would not come to your weary eyes. The house grew still and cold, and I sat beside you in that heavy silence, while your mind turned over every single fear in your heart. You laid in the dark for hours. You wondered how much longer you could keep standing. You felt entirely alone in that quiet room, but I was right there, watching over your fragile spirit. I saw the smile you wore like armor during the bright daylight hours. You put on a brave face for everyone. You wanted to keep them comfortable and safe. And you carried the heavy burdens of your whole family while quietly draining away on the inside. Nobody saw the price you paid. Nobody noticed your quiet tears. They soaked your pillow in the dark, but heaven kept a precise record of every single drop. You carried a load that was too heavy. You felt like you were falling apart. Your heart was in 1,000 pieces. But I tell you today that you were not being destroyed, because you were passing a hidden test that you did not even know you were taking. You went through endless seasons. Your hands were trembling, tears rolled down your face, yet you kept moving forward one small step at a time. That persistence was not weakness in my eyes. It was holy endurance. You could have surrendered to bitterness. The betrayal cut deep into your soul, and you could have walked away from faith when the silence felt cold and distant, but you kept holding on with everything you had left. That faint spark of trust was enough. It kept heaven moving on your behalf. Do not ignore this solemn warning. You are in a holy hour. If you turn back now, you will forfeit the specific inheritance that took seasons of furnace refining to build. The door was locked against you. That was not a sign of rejection. It was my sovereign protection keeping you safe. What felt like a painful delay was actually my hand holding you back from a path that would have consumed you. The enemy knows that your spiritual atmosphere is shifting. The seal over your provision is cracking open. That is why the pressure felt so heavy. The darkness always grows loudest right before the sunrise breaks over the horizon, and he is desperate to make you throw away your reward before you see it with your own eyes. Lower your heavy defenses right now. You are in my presence. I am not speaking with harsh reproach. I bring no impossible demands today. I am speaking to tell you that you can finally breathe. You can let go of the deep anxiety because I am lifting the heavy fog from your mind and restoring your clarity. Stay right here with me. Your turnaround begins at this table. Take a deep, slow breath. Release the tension from your shoulders. Feel my peace settling over your mind like a warm blanket. Declare your Amen right now if you receive this word into your spirit today. Write those 4 letters below to seal this sacred moment, and let your heart anchor itself in the truth that your Father has never lost a battle. You thought you were walking through a graveyard. You saw buried dreams everywhere. But I tell you that those seeds were not buried to rot away, because they were planted in deep soil to sprout into a harvest for your lineage. What you called loss was room being made. What you called a wilderness was refined ground. Your true authority was forged right there. Do not let fatigue rob you today. Your inheritance is standing at the door. You are standing on holy ground. The long season of waiting is ending. The era of restoration is taking its place. And before I unveil the massive gift I have prepared for you, you must understand why that smile you wore as armor almost drained your soul completely. Stay close to me right now. I saw every moment when you felt like giving up. You sat on the edge of your bed. You stared at the dark floor. Your heart was full of heavy questions. And you wondered why you had to carry such a massive load while everyone else seemed to walk without any trouble at all. You wondered if your prayers were falling on empty air. Not one word was ever forgotten. I heard every quiet whisper you released. I counted every single tear. You thought my silence meant that I had walked away. But my silence was actually the quiet confidence of a father who knew that his gold was standing strong in the fire. I watched you with deep pride. You stood unbroken in the furnace. Now the time has arrived. The heat is turning off. Your harvest is beginning today. You are stepping out of the flames with no smell of smoke on your clothes. Do not turn back to the desert when the promised land is standing right in front of your eyes. Keep your heart anchored in my love. Stay right here as I open the hidden chapters of your restoration. My spirit is wrapping around you in this exact moment. You do not have to fight this battle alone anymore. The heavy burden you carried yesterday is being lifted off your shoulders right now. You passed the furnace test, and your reward stands directly ahead. Stay with me for these next few minutes as heaven reveals what was prepared for you from eternity. Hear me carefully, my child. I want you to understand why your spirit is so heavy today. You have been fighting a secret battle for a very long time. And while everyone around you saw your strength and admired your endurance, no one noticed the quiet exhaustion that was slowly eating away at your soul. You carried the weight of your family completely alone. You felt like you had no other choice. The dark hours of the night were always the hardest for you. When the world went quiet, your mind began to race. You turned over every single problem in your head, again and again. You tried to figure out how to pay the bills and fix the broken relationships because you felt that everything would fall apart if you let go for even 1 minute. The pressure was constantly overwhelming. Your weary mind simply could not find rest. You became the backbone for everyone else around you. They brought you their heavy problems every day. They leaned heavily on your personal strength, and you swallowed your own pain to make sure that they felt safe while secretly wishing that someone would step up and take care of you for once. Nobody ever offered to carry your load. Nobody even asked how your heart was really doing. Then came the deepest hurt of all in your soul. You prayed until your voice was completely weak. You called out for a clear sign from heaven, but the sky felt like brass above your head, and every prayer you sent into the darkness seemed to bounce back without an answer from heaven. The silence was totally deafening. It felt like cold abandonment from your father. You watched other people move forward in life effortlessly. They did not pray as faithfully as you prayed. They did not serve others like you served them. Yet their doors opened wide without any struggle, while you were left standing in the desert trying to gather enough strength just to make it through another hard week. A quiet bitterness started to grow inside. You wondered if faith was really worth the heavy cost. I am not angry at your deep frustration today. I saw every tear of resentment you wiped away in secret. You felt guilty for feeling so tired and hurt. You tried to suppress your honest questions because you thought that questioning heaven was a sin. But I tell you today that your tears were completely valid in my sight. You were simply exhausted. Your human heart was at its breaking limit. Look at me right now, my beloved child. My long silence was not my absence from your life. I was leaning close to you in that dark room, when you were weeping on the floor and thinking that heaven had forgotten your name. My angels were surrounding your bed to keep your spirit from completely breaking under the strain. I held your fragile soul together. You survived because I was holding you tightly. You tried to be your own provider for so long. You tried to fix every single broken situation yourself. That self-reliance drained your spiritual energy completely dry. You were trying to do a massive work that only my divine hand could accomplish, and that is why the exhaustion reached the very bottom of your heart. You were never meant to carry this load alone. You are a child, not a savior. The enemy tried to use your weariness against you. He whispered that you were going to lose everything soon. He showed you mental pictures of total failure and shame. He wanted you to focus on the shrinking resources and the strained relationships so that you would make a reckless decision out of pure desperation. He wanted you to walk away from my promise. But I sustained your faint hope in the dark. Your mind felt like a fierce battlefield every single night. Thoughts of anxiety attacked your spirit constantly without stopping. You could not turn off the loud internal noise. But that fierce battle in your mind was proof that something precious was being protected inside your soul. Because the adversary never wastes his sharpest arrows on an empty room. You carry something valuable. That is why the fight was so intense. Lay down that heavy armor right now in my presence. You do not need to fight this battle anymore. You do not need to pretend for me. I see the deep wounds left by those who used your kindness, and I am taking away the stinging resentment that has been poisoning your inner peace for so many long months. Let the bitterness dissolve today. You can trust my heart again. You thought my silence was a sign of rejection. You thought the closed door was a harsh penalty. You felt like you were being punished for things you did not do. But hear what I am about to reveal about that locked door in the very next part. Because what felt like a painful denial was actually my hand guarding your future from a massive trap. Stay close to my voice right now. The truth will set you free. Breathe in my quiet peace in this sacred moment. Your long season of self-reliance is coming to an end. You are stepping out of the endless struggle today. I am taking the reins of your life back into my sovereign hands today, and you will no longer have to wake up every morning with that tight knot of panic in your stomach. I am your true provider. I am your divine protector. The weariness is leaving your body right now. The mental noise is growing quiet in my presence. Your heart is finally finding true rest here with me. You have carried this heavy burden far enough down the road, and now it is time for you to hand it over to the one who built the stars and holds the entire universe together. Rest your spirit in my presence. The breakthrough is already unfolding. I saw how you tried to protect your family every day. You stood in the gap when no one else would stand. You gave away your last drop of strength to keep peace in your home, and then you went into your quiet room and wept where no one could hear you. But heaven recorded every single sacrifice and is preparing your reward today. Your tears were not wasted. Your reward is standing at the door. Let the relief wash over your mind right now. The constant panic is ending today. The fear of waking up to bad news is breaking off your life. You can rest your weary shoulders because your Father is taking command of your battle, and what I have decreed over your destiny will stand firm against every storm. Lean back into my loving arms. The long, dark night is turning into morning. You do not have to figure out tomorrow anymore. My grace is sufficient for this exact moment. You can let go of the heavy control. When you wake up tomorrow morning, you will notice that the crushing weight on your chest is lighter than it was today, because I am lifting what you were never built to carry alone. Stay with me right here. Your heart is being restored right now. Hear the truth about the doors that were locked against you, my child. You cried out in deep distress when those massive doors slammed shut in your face. You felt like you were being rejected by heaven. And every time you saw someone else walk through similar doors with ease, your wounded heart asked why you were left behind in the cold desert. You thought those opportunities were your ultimate salvation. You invested your heart and your hopes into those plans. You spent long nights planning every single detail carefully. And when everything crumbled before your eyes, you believed that your golden moment had passed forever and that you were destined for total failure. Look closer at what was actually happening behind the scenes. You were looking at the shiny, polished surface of that opportunity, but I was looking at the hidden trap buried deep inside. I saw the hidden snare that the adversary had set to strip you of your peace and rob your family of their future inheritance. If I allowed you to walk through that door, it would consume your spirit completely. You would have been tied to people who did not honor your value. You would have spent years building on a rotten foundation, and that fragile structure would have collapsed and crushed your dreams at the very end when you needed strength the most. My lock was not your punishment, my child. My hand was active in your life during that painful moment. What you called a delay was my divine protection. I was keeping you safe from a counterfeit blessing that looked like pure gold on the outside but was full of poison on the inside. The enemy tried to make you believe that you missed your timing. He whispered that you were too slow and too weak. He used that locked door to fill your mind with toxic shame. But I tell you today that no human being and no dark scheme can ever lock a door that I have truly destined for your life. Think about the royal identity I placed inside your soul from eternity. You are a royal heir to my kingdom. Would a loving father let his child settle for dirty crumbs under the table? I closed that door because the size of that room was far too small to hold the magnitude of your true assignment. I cleared your path because I am preparing a massive room for you. Where I am taking you requires a clean space and a solid foundation. You were trying to fit your huge destiny into a small box, and I had to break that box so that your spiritual authority could expand and flourish in every direction. Inscribe these words in the comments right now if you receive this truth. Write, I accept what you prepared for me in your heart. Let those words seal your mind today, and you will no longer feel any lingering regret over things that were never meant to remain in your life. You wept over a business deal that collapsed without warning. You grieved over a relationship that walked away in the quiet hours. You felt like your entire world ended in a single moment. But I was simply removing the dangerous weight from your shoulders before you climbed to the top of your highest mountain. Every time I said no, I was saying yes to your safety. I saw the hidden betrayal waiting for you down that road. I saw the quiet greed of people who wanted to use your light. And I pulled you back before their darkness could touch your soul or destroy the precious gift inside you. Remember how hard you tried to push that heavy door open? You bruised your hands against the brass lock. You pleaded for a breakthrough that never came in that location. And now you can see that if that door had opened, you would have lost your peace and your joy in the process. The adversary wanted you to believe the closed door was your fault. He wanted you to sit in the dust and mourn your loss forever. He wanted you to give up on your dreams completely. But I tell you that what felt like a loss was actually me making room for a harvest that will sustain your children. You are not a victim of circumstance today. You are a warrior who was shielded by the hand of the Almighty. The doors that closed in your past were not your failure, because they were holy roadblocks placed on your journey to redirect your steps toward an unshakable kingdom where you belong. Stop looking back at the closed doors with tears in your eyes. Stop knocking on doors that I have permanently locked for your protection. You waste your energy trying to reopen dead situations. And while you look backward at what died, you miss the fresh breeze of revelation that is blowing through your room right now. Look forward with renewed courage and bright hope. The key to your real breakthrough is already being placed in your hands. I am opening a door that no human power can ever shut. And through that open portal will flow the abundance and peace that you have sought for so many years. You do not have to beg for opportunities anymore. You do not have to compromise your holy standards to get ahead. You carry an anointed authority from heaven. And when you walk in alignment with my divine will, the right doors will swing wide open automatically, without any painful struggle. I am setting a table for you in the presence of your enemies. They watched you stand outside the locked door and thought you were finished. They believed your story had reached a sad conclusion. But they will watch you walk into a place of authority that was prepared exclusively for your steps before the world began. Receive this fresh perspective into your heart right now. Let the disappointment melt away like morning dew under the bright sun. Your spirit is being renewed today, and you are stepping into a season where every past loss will be repaid with interest and every closed door will be celebrated. That door was closed to shield your spirit from a deadly trap. The refiner furnace holds an even bigger secret for your soul. Stay close to my voice in this quiet hour, because what I am about to unveil in the next part will change how you view your entire season of testing forever. Stop looking at your wilderness as a graveyard of your dreams, my child. You felt the intense heat pressing against your spirit for many hard months. You wondered why the pressure grew heavier with each passing day. And while you thought the fire was sent to destroy your life, I tell you today that the heat was carefully measured by my own loving hands to prepare you for greatness. The refiner does not place pure gold into the furnace to ruin it. He stands right beside the hot flames and watches every single degree of heat carefully. He leans over the liquid metal until all the dirty dross rises to the surface, and he stays there patiently until he can see his clear reflection in the gold. I was leaning close to you during your darkest hours. You cried out in deep pain when your old world fell apart. You felt like your heart was in 1,000 sharp pieces, and you believed the ancient lie that your soul was completely broken down beyond any repair. But hear my truth in this quiet hour. You were not broken down in that hot furnace. You were being broken open so my sacred glory could finally flow through your life. A seed remains isolated and small while it stays inside a dry container. It must be buried in the dark soil where the outer shell can crack open before the deep life inside can burst forth into the bright light. And only after that shell breaks can the deep life inside burst forth into a fruit tree. Your painful trial was the necessary cracking of your shell. I had to increase your spiritual capacity to prepare you for what is coming. The small container of your past could never hold the massive harvest I am releasing into your hands today. If I gave you this blessing years ago, The heavy weight would have crushed your spirit because your inner foundation was not yet strong enough to support such wealth. The fire burned away the subtle pride that relied on human strength. It burned away the toxic fear that made you seek approval from ungrateful people. And it melted away the deep insecurities that kept you hiding in the dark shadows when you were called to stand as a shining beacon for your entire family. You are being set free from every hidden trap. Think about the ancient heroes who walked this sacred path before you. David was anointed as king in secret, yet he was hunted like an animal in dark caves for many long years. He wept in the desert and questioned his high calling. But those lonely wilderness nights forged the royal heart of a leader who could never be defeated in battle. Moses spent 40 long years in the desert watching sheep in total silence. He thought his divine purpose was lost forever after his early mistakes in Egypt. The wilderness stripped away his human reliance until he was ready to stand before Pharaoh and split the deep sea. Your desert season was not your burial ground, it was your royal academy. You are coming out of this furnace with pure gold in your hands today. You carry a deep authority that was forged in real pain. Your spirit is strong, and when you speak to broken souls in your next chapter, your words will carry a holy weight because you are speaking from real experience rather than empty theories that carry no real power. Look at your hands right now, my precious child. They may feel weary and bruised from the long struggle against darkness. I am placing the heavy keys of kingdom authority directly into your open palms today. And what was forged in the quiet furnace will unlock massive doors of financial provision and spiritual peace for your entire lineage as you step into your assignment. The adversary tried to convince you that the fire was a sign of my anger. He whispered that you did something wrong to deserve this hard trial. That argument is a total lie. It was designed to keep you trapped in guilt, but I allowed the fire because I saw the precious gold buried under the rubble of your past. You passed the hardest test of your life with quiet dignity. You stayed faithful when everything around you felt unstable and terrifying. You kept your trust anchored in my promise. And because you did not walk away when your eyes saw no physical signs of relief, heaven noticed your endurance, and your long season of refining is officially coming to a complete close today. Feel the cool breeze of my spirit sweeping over your heart. The intense heat is turning off completely in your life. The dross has been fully removed from your soul, and what remains today is an unbroken vessel that is ready to hold the rich oil of gladness and the mantle of royal authority for your future. Do not mourn over the things that melted away in the refiner furnace. You lost some old attachments that held your spirit back in small spaces. You lost the desire to please worldly critics who never cared about your soul. And while those painful losses felt like a reduction at first, they were actually holy subtractions designed to make room for an unshakable inheritance that lasts forever. Stand tall in your true identity right now, my child. You are pure gold emerging from the refiner fire. You are no longer a fragile victim barely surviving the storm. You are a royal heir who was tempered in the hottest flames to carry a glory that will alter the trajectory of your entire family tree for generations to come. Your capacity has been enlarged far beyond your old imagination. You can now hold great wealth without losing your humble spirit. You can walk in high authority without falling into human pride. And you can receive massive favor because your heart was proven loyal in the quiet furnace where no human eye was watching your private tears. Take a deep, slow breath right now. Let the lingering smoke leave your lungs forever. You do not smell like the fire that tried to burn you alive in the dark. You smell like fresh ointment and royal fragrance, for the season of burning is officially behind you, and the hour of your visible reward stands directly in front of your eyes today. Now that the furnace has refined your gold, a second critical step must take place. When the gold is clean, I must handle the people standing around your life. Stay close to my voice right now. And as we move into the next part, what I am about to reveal regarding your past relationships will bring an immediate wave of deep relief to your weary soul. It is time to strip off every fake label. The world tried to define you. The adversary fed your weary mind with subtle lies. He whispered that you were discarded and forgotten. And he told you that you were a total failure because your old relationships fell apart in the quiet dark. But I dismantle those counterfeit labels right now because they never belonged to your true soul. You are not a victim today. You are a royal heir to my kingdom. You were chosen before the world began. The royal blood of covenant flows through your spiritual veins right now. Stop measuring your value against the opinions of people who could not even see your true worth. Your identity was written in eternity by my own hands. I saw the deep ache in your heart. You trusted those people completely. You gave them your loyalty and love. You opened your home to them. And yet when your season grew cold and dark, they turned their backs. They left you standing completely alone in the cold wind while you were still trying to figure out how to survive. You spent long nights wondering what you did wrong. You blamed yourself for their absence. You thought your personality was flawed or weak. But hear my voice clearly in this quiet hour. Their sudden departure was not your failure. It was my sovereign hand actively pruning your life to protect your massive assignment. A wise gardener cuts away old branches. He loves the vine deeply. He removes what is dead or diseased. He wants the remaining parts to flourish. And he prunes the healthy vine with careful precision so that it can receive full nourishment and bear a magnificent harvest that will endure through every changing season of life. The old room was far too small. Those people loved your smallness. They liked you in the dark valley. They felt comfortable when you were struggling. But as soon as my holy fire began to refine your spirit and lift your head high, their hidden jealousy began to surface in toxic ways that threatened to poison your joy. Their quiet doubts would have damaged your dreams. They would have dragged you backward. They hated your expanding vision for the future. They wanted you to stay small and dependent. And I had to create a holy distance between you and them because your royal destination requires a completely different kind of company that honors the mantle you carry. Stop trying to rebuild burned bridges. Stop checking on those who walked away. You do not need their validation. You do not need their human approval. You carry a holy dignity as a child of the King, and you must never lower your standards just to keep cold hearts comfortable around your divine fire. Speak with firm authority right now. Declare your freedom out loud. You are breaking old emotional ties. Write, "I am free" in the comments right now if you receive this release into your spirit today. Let that bold declaration break every remaining tie to your past, and feel the heavy shackles of human opinion fall off your wrists right now as you step into royal freedom. You wore a smile like armor for years. You poured energy into ungrateful people. You tried to keep everyone comfortable around you. You drained your own soul in secret. But today I am breaking that exhausting cycle forever, because you are no longer bound by worldly expectations, and your true reward is locked safely in the hands of heaven. I am bringing divine alignments into your path. Holy connections are coming soon. They will honor your assignment with joy. They will protect your peace like family, and they will stand beside you in battle without any hidden envy or malicious greed, because they recognize the royal oil of anointing that rests upon your life. Look at the empty space with fresh joy. That space is not a sign of defeat. It is a holy vacuum. I prepared it for kingdom abundance. And what I am placing into your open hands in this next chapter will far exceed every single thing you lost during that painful season of relational pruning. Forgive those who betrayed your trust. Walk away in complete peace today. Do not carry bitterness in your heart. Bitterness is a heavy metal chain. It binds your soul to the exact past you are trying to escape, while releasing them into my hands allows my divine justice to settle every account on your behalf. You are a mighty warrior standing tall. You survived the fiercest spiritual war. You carry holy scars on your soul. Those scars prove my sustaining power. Wear those scars like royal medals of honor today, for you were refined in the fire and cleared by divine pruning, so that no power on earth can ever strip away your assignment. Rise up in your royal identity now. Dry your lingering tears today. The era of bowing to fear is over. You are entering a fruitful season, and every branch of your life will overflow with sweet wine, divine peace, and unshakable financial freedom that will bless your entire lineage for generations to come. The people who left you will watch. They will see my favor on your home. They will notice your quiet authority. They will realize their great mistake. And they will see that the person they rejected in the dark valley was actually a chosen vessel ordained by God to carry a glory that transforms everything around it. Rest your spirit in this truth, my child. Your identity is fully restored today. The old company has stepped back permanently. The toxic noise, is completely gone. And now that your environment is quiet and clean, look at the unseen spiritual warfare taking place directly in front of your eyes as we prepare to shatter the remaining seals. Look behind the spiritual curtain with me right now, my child. The fierce struggle you experienced was never a random series of unfortunate events. You were caught in a violent, invisible conflict because the dark realm saw what heaven was preparing for your hands. You thought you were fighting human enemies and bad luck, but you were actually standing on a spiritual battlefield. The adversary saw the heavy oil of divine anointing on your head before you even recognized it yourself. He noticed the massive financial shift coming toward your family tree, and he deployed his sharpest arrows against your mind to make you drop your shield, because he knew that if you surrendered today, your entire future harvest would disappear in an instant. Recognize his ancient strategy today. He always unleashes the most brutal pressure at minute 89 of your 90-minute trial. He knows that your breakthrough is waiting at the very next tick of the clock. And when he sees that your vessel is completely refined and your heart is clean, he gathers all his dark forces for one final desperate attack against your weary soul. He whispered that your faith was completely useless. He showed you frightening pictures of poverty and permanent shame. He made your body feel exhausted and your heart feel cold because he wanted to push you into making a hasty decision born from pure fatigue. He wanted you to walk away right before the massive miracle materialized in front of your eyes. Look at his desperate tactic with spiritual eyes right now. The intense weight on your chest is not a sign that you are losing the battle. It is absolute proof that the Dark Kingdom is terrified of your imminent victory. The adversary does not throw his strongest weapons at an empty house, for he only attacks those who carry kingdom wealth into their next chapter. You went through seasons where you could barely pray out loud. You laid on your bed in total silence while tears soaked your bedsheet. You felt like a failure because you had no words left to speak to heaven. But I tell you today that your silent tears were louder than the loudest prayers because they were soaked in holy faith. I heard every silent sigh that escaped your lips in the dark. I measured every pounding beat of your anxious heart. When you felt like giving up completely, my angels were warring on your behalf in the spiritual realm. They were breaking the dark strongholds that held your financial resources in a holding pattern for many long years. Understand what has been holding back your destiny, my child. 3 heavy dark seals were placed over your life by the adversary. The first seal was the seal of financial lack that kept your resources locked in a small circle. Every time you tried to build wealth or save money, a sudden, unexpected crisis would wipe away your hard-earned fruit. The second seal was the seal of mental confusion that kept your mind spinning in endless circles of overthinking. You could never enjoy a single moment of quiet peace because your mind was constantly bracing for the next disaster. That heavy seal drained your joy and made you feel like you were walking through a thick, foggy haze every single day. The third seal was the seal of generational delay that repeated old family patterns in your personal life. You watched your parents struggle with the same heavy burdens. You saw the same patterns of debt and heartbreak trying to attach themselves to your children. But I tell you today that this dark legacy ends completely with your generation right here. Do not let the adversary fool you in this final hour. You are standing on the very threshold of your divine liberation. The dark schemes formed against your family are collapsing into dust right now. Every legal right that the enemy claimed over your bloodline has been permanently revoked by the blood of the eternal covenant that covers your soul today. Rise up in your spiritual authority right now, my child. Stand firm on your feet and lift your head high. You are not a helpless victim waiting for the storm to crush your home. You are an anointed warrior who was forged in the furnace fire, and you carry the divine authority to command the dark clouds to scatter from your horizon forever. Do not walk away from this holy hour. He wants you to close this message and return to your old worries. But I command you to hold your ground right now, because the spiritual climate over your life is reaching its ultimate boiling point. Feel the sudden surge of my holy fire inside your spirit. The old fear is melting away from your heart like wax before a flame. Your spiritual vision is becoming clear once again. You can see through the illusions of the enemy, and you can feel the heavy chains of delay slipping off your arms and ankles in this sacred moment. I am stripping the enemy of every single weapon he used against your peace. The words of slander spoken against your name are falling harmlessly to the ground. The traps of financial debt set for your future are being dismantled by my angels, and the heavy spirit of heaviness that sat on your shoulders is being replaced by a garment of praise. Prepare your spirit for what is about to happen in the very next moment. We are stepping directly into the holy chamber of breakthrough. The long season of warfare is culminating in a decisive victory. And as we step into the next part, the 3 seals that bound your life will be shattered by my sovereign word before your eyes. Take a deep breath and open your hands wide right now. Do not hold anything back in fear or doubt. The hour of your divine liberation has arrived. Get ready to receive the massive outpouring of financial favor and deep rest that has been held in reserve for your family. Stay right here with me as the final seals shatter into pieces. The hour of your divine liberation has arrived. Hear my voice as it thunders across the spiritual realm over your life today. I decree and declare that every scheme formed against your home is shattered into 1,000 pieces at this exact instant. The long winter of waiting is over. The heavy chains of delay are breaking off your spirit, and the glory of heaven is flooding into your dwelling right now. I speak directly to the first seal that held your finances in captivity. The seal of lack and artificial limitation is shattered in my presence today. I break the invisible curse that drained your resources and kept your family in endless worry. No longer will you work yourself to exhaustion only to see your hard-earned fruit vanish in the dark. The unsealed reservoirs of heaven are opening over your lineage right now. I speak directly to the second seal that stole your inner peace and flooded your mind with fear. The seal of mental turmoil and sleepless anxiety is shattered at this exact moment. I release a river of deep, undisturbed peace into your mind. The heavy cloud of confusion is lifting off your head forever. You will sleep like a child tonight under the wings of my protection, and you will wake up tomorrow with absolute clarity. I speak directly to the third seal that brought heartbreak and betrayal into your personal relationships. The seal of generational isolation and relational pruning is shattered today. I am restoring what the locust of betrayal stole from your heart. I am aligning divine connections that will honor your purpose and carry your vision forward. The seasons of walking through lonely valleys are permanently behind you. Look at your hands right now, my precious child. A clenched fist holds on to fear and scarcity. A clenched fist tries to control tomorrow out of deep panic and insecurity. But a royal heir walks with an open hand because they know that the Father's infinite reservoir never runs dry. Open your hands wide right now in this sacred atmosphere. Feel the heavy spirit of lack leaving your soul forever as you release control. You are standing at the threshold of a massive financial turnaround. I am calling you today to perform an act of prophetic obedience that will anchor your faith in this holy moment. Do not hold back in fear or doubt. Place a seed of faith upon the stone altar of this divine calling today. Open your hand and release your seed into the current of my purpose as a holy decree that breaks every remaining tie to poverty. When you place your seed upon the altar today, you are not losing a portion of your wealth. You are releasing an anchor into the massive harvest that I have prepared for your family tree. You are sending a powerful signal into the spiritual realm that you no longer belong to the spirit of lack. Your open hand becomes the exact receiver for the unsealed abundance that is flowing from my throne room. Open your hand right now. Release your trust into my care. Follow the direction I have left for you below before this sacred window closes. Place your seed upon the altar with joy and holy confidence, and watch how heaven unseals your provision in ways that will leave your mind completely speechless. The season of holding back in fear is over, for the hour of your visible reward stands open right in front of you. Speak it with firm authority into the atmosphere right now. Say, "I am free from the fear of loss" out loud. Speak it until your heart believes every single syllable. Write those exact words in the comments below right now to seal this prophetic breakthrough into your soul forever. Let the spiritual world hear your bold declaration and feel the last remaining shackles of delay fall off your life forever. What you release in faith today does not leave your life, for it moves directly ahead into your future harvest to meet you when you step into your new chapter. The seed you place upon the altar becomes a permanent witness before my throne. It testifies that you trusted your Father in the middle of the storm, and it unlocks a continuous stream of divine favor that no human power can ever shut down. I see the shift happening inside your spirit right now. The heavy burden that pressed against your chest for so many hard years is gone completely. The dark fog in your mind has cleared away like morning dew. Your eyes are bright with holy expectation, and your soul is anchored in an unshakable peace that passes all human understanding. You have stepped out of the furnace fire and into your true assignment. Your family will look at your life and marvel at the transformation. They saw you weep in the dark valley, and now they will watch you walk in the light of divine favor. They will see the financial breakthrough that rescues your children from debt. They will see the deep peace that settles over your home, and they will know without a shadow of a doubt that the Lord your God is faithful to his covenant. Do not let fear whisper its counterfeit arguments into your mind ever again. The adversary has lost his grip over your destiny completely. His dark traps have been dismantled before your eyes, and his lies have been exposed by the light of my truth. You are no longer a captive surviving in the desert, for you are a victorious royal heir stepping into the fullness of your royal inheritance today. Receive your total liberation with an open heart. Receive your financial release with joy. Receive your mental healing with gratitude, and take a deep, slow breath as the oil of gladness fills every corner of your soul. Everything that was stolen from your life during the long season of testing is being restored to you in full measure, with heavenly interest starting right now. The battle is won, my beloved child. The seals are shattered into dust, and your open hands are ready to receive the harvest that was prepared for your lineage before the world began. Hold this holy moment close to your heart as we transition into the sacred silence of our final prayer, where my divine peace will seal everything that has been awakened inside your spirit today. Close your eyes for a quiet moment now, my child. Take a deep, slow breath into your spirit. Feel the heavy tension completely leaving your shoulders right now. And as the atmosphere grows quiet around you, let my holy peace settle over your weary mind like a warm, soft blanket. The long battle is officially over today. You have stepped out of the fierce furnace fire with your head lifted high. The heavy chains of delay are broken off your life forever. Your heart is anchored firmly in my eternal truth. And while the world continues its frantic noise outside your window, you are resting safely under the protective shadow of my holy wings. You are fully secure in my love. Hear this vital instruction for your next step, my beloved child. Keep this private revelation quiet in your heart for a season. Do not run out to tell those who doubted your sacred calling. Do not share your delicate seed with mockers who carry cold hearts, because they will try to stomp on your emerging miracle before it takes deep root in your soul. A fragile embryo grows in secret within the quiet warmth of the womb. It needs peace and complete protection from the external noise of the world. And in the same way, your physical breakthrough needs a season of holy silence to mature into an unshakable reality. Protect your miracle right now. Keep your victory hidden between you and your Father until the harvest becomes visible to every eye. Now let us seal this holy encounter with an eternal prayer of protection over your life. Father, I place my hands over this precious child right now. I cover their home with the blood of the everlasting covenant. I command every dark spirit of anxiety and lack to leave their dwelling forever, and I establish an unbroken wall of divine fire around their entire family tree today. I speak divine healing into every cell of their physical body right now. The chronic pain is leaving their weary joints. The heavy exhaustion in their bones is turning into fresh energy. And as they lay their head upon their pillow tonight, I command their nervous system to relax completely so they can experience the deepest sleep they have known in many years. I seal their financial resources against every hidden devourer today. The bills that caused deep panic will be paid in full with divine ease. The resources that were held in reserve are flowing directly into their open hands right now. And I decree that their lineage will walk in generational abundance that honors your kingdom for decades to come. I seal their mind with heavenly clarity and undisturbed peace right now. No longer will they wake up with a tight knot of panic in their chest. No longer will they fear bad news or sudden disasters in the night. They are anchored in your sovereign promise, and their spirit is filled with absolute confidence that you are guiding every single step they take. If your heart agrees with this sealing prayer, seal it in the physical realm right now. Express your heart agreement to extend this sacred reach to other searching souls. Scan the QR code or check the pinned comment below to stay connected with our faithful remnant, for you were never meant to walk this holy path in total isolation. Join our quiet community of believers who stand in the gap for one another daily. As you connect your spirit with this faithful remnant, your personal light will grow brighter and your spiritual authority will double. Stay close to this holy fountain. Let these daily words keep your spirit refreshed through every changing season of your journey. Now let your breathing slow down completely, my precious one. Feel the deep stillness filling every corner of your quiet room right now. You do not have to fight for your future anymore. You do not have to figure out tomorrow in panic, because your Heavenly Father has already gone ahead of you to clear every rough path. Sleep tonight in deep, undisturbed serenity. My holy angels are encamping around your house on every side. They stand guard at your doorposts with drawn swords of light, and no weapon formed against your peace will prosper while you rest peacefully in my presence. You are completely safe under my sovereign watch. When you open your eyes to the bright morning sun tomorrow, you will feel a profound lightness in your spirit. The heavy cloud is gone forever. The old sorrow has melted away completely, and you will walk into your new day with the quiet dignity of a royal heir who knows that their victory was sealed before the world began. Go forth into your new chapter with your head lifted high, my beloved child. The long season of desert testing is officially closed behind you forever. The era of your visible reward has arrived in full power, and I am walking right beside you into the open country of your promised land where joy and abundance overflow constantly. Receive my final blessing upon your life today. May the Lord bless you and keep you safe from every harm. May His face shine upon your home with tender grace. May He lift up His countenance upon your entire family and give you His unshakable peace that endures through all eternity. Nothing in heaven or on earth can reverse what has been established in your spirit today. The dark forces that pursued you have been scattered forever. The doors of favor stand open before your steps. Walk forward in confidence, knowing that my love surrounds you like an impenetrable shield through every second of your future. Peace be still in your weary mind. Peace be still in your quiet home. Peace be still in your bank account and your personal relationships. Everything is well with your soul today. Rest now, my child, for your Father holds you tightly in His loving arms forever. Amen and amen.